And we are live back in Memphis, Tennessee for the second game of our championship Sunday experience here in the Memphis Invitational. On court 2, we have the hometown Cooper Yeshiva High School Maccabees, the 15 seed, facing off against the number 14 seed Charles E. Smith JDS Lions of Rockville, Maryland. Both of these teams are young teams coming to the tournament with a lot of sophomores and juniors on the team. JDS, a perennial national powerhouse, a favorite here at the Invitational. Missed last year's tournament because of a conflict, but is back, and we certainly love to have them. JDS has been here in 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and now again in 24. So coming on 10 appearances here in the Memphis Yeshiva Invitational. We all remember the days when JDS Rockville would come to Memphis with superstar Brian Knapp. JDS has never brought home the national title, but they are one of those teams that nobody ever wants to face. And the minute the schedule pops up and a team has to play JDS, there's always a lot of stress and anxiety. JDS is coached by head coach Ryan Eskow. This is Ryan's first trip to the Memphis Invitational. He has his boys playing exceptionally well this early part of the season and looking forward to the final game here in Memphis. Both of these teams will move up in the standings with a win today. If Memphis wins this game, it will move from 15 to 14. If JDS wins this game, they will remain at 14. So an opportunity either for an advancement for both teams, for one of the teams, or alternatively, for another perfect bracket for the bracket managers here at the tournament. And I'm excited to report I've just been joined in the booth by Mr. Eric Schubert. This is a privilege. Good morning, Eric. How are you?
Good morning, Josh. It's nice to be here.
Will you be on this broadcast this morning?
I will be able to stick around maybe for about the first quarter. The first quarter of this game, and maybe I'll be able to jump back in for the final quarter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen at home, this is a rare treat to be able to have Mr. Eric Schubert here in the broadcast booth. Eric, tell us about your time when you were the leading scorer for the Fasman Yeshiva. Did you have the opportunity to participate in any out-of-town tournaments?
I did not. The Fasman Yeshiva was very much against the tournaments. And the school did not participate in any of those when I was at the yeshiva.
Well, Fasman has become a participant in our tournament, not here this year, but has attended many years in the past. And it's wonderful to have you here in the booth. We look forward to your color commentary.
Absolutely.
The Cooper MACS are coached by second-year coach Kobe Pinto, one of the well-known coaches out of the state of Israel, recruited to Memphis to coach this Memphis program. Coach Kobe is joined by assistant coach David Weinstone, or as the boys like to call him, Dubs. Dubs has been involved in the athletic program at the Cooper Yeshiva for well over 100 years, and is really just a wonderful supporter, volunteer, someone who understands the game of basketball, and more importantly is just a wonderful role model for our kids, and we appreciate his support and that of his family. So we get ready to tip off here in the 2024 Memphis Invitational, the Tier 2 fifth place game between the number 15 seeded Cooper Yeshiva High School for Boys Maccabees and the number 14 Charles D. Smith JDS. Eric, what are we going to see in this game? What do you see?
Well, I think both teams are happy to be playing in this game and not in the Tier 2 7th place game. So for them, this is just going to be gravy for them. What happens here, win or lose, they're just happy to not be in the Tier 2 7th place game.
Okay. Starting for the Cooper MACS, we have superstar Jack Kampf. We have his partner in crime, the sharpshooter Benny Frieden. The big man in the middle, Vanderwald. Jonas Siegel will start as the shooting guard. And then we have a man that everybody's been speaking about, known as the Jiggler, Ellie the Jiggle Weisvogel. Number 30 for JDS. We have their standard starting lineup. And the tip will go to the Cooper MACS. They quickly get into their offense. Jack Kampf will run the offense. He'll swing the ball. Straight up. Slight issue with the clock. They're going to run the clock down and re-inbound the ball. Looks like JDS is starting in a straight man-to-man. Clearly, they've watched their scouting report because they have Caden Mont all over Jack Kampf. They know that he's the guy who's going to look to score, with Benny Frieden being the second alternative. Benny goes right to the lane, up and in, and a quick start for the MACS.
Yes. No fear by Benny Frieden. Goes right up to the basket and lays in two. Jiggler wasting no time to get himself on the books.
The Jiggler wants to get into the stat book right from the get-go, picks up a quick foul.
And he does.
Looks like Cooper is in a 2-1-2 zone defense. And here come the Cooper
Nice
MACS.
bounce
Led by
to the MACS.
Kampf gets the ball poked out. Vanderwald goes down hard. And Jacob Lipsky finishes at the rim. Little frenetic at the outset here. The MACS swing around the outside. Looks like they're going to an isolation call with Kampf. Benny Frieden will turn. Siegel with a little weave. He'll take the ball to the basket. The ball is up, and it is in. Count it! And the bucket.
One.
Great move by Jonas Siegel.
Siegel rocking the pink sneaks this morning. So far, they're doing
He's a
well
man
for him.
searching for equality.
Well, so far it's working for him.
He misses the bonus, but the Jiggler comes up with it. 4-2 Cooper early on here in the first quarter, and the MACS will reset. Frieden controls the tempo for Cooper. A little bit of a weave on the top court with JDS in the man-to-man. Setting the picks, looking for the mismatch. Kampf goes right around. Dylan Shank scores the two. It's a 4-point lead for Cooper. A press.
Moving well. I know he had some ankle issues earlier last week, but he seems like he's moving around pretty nicely right now.
A foul out at the three-point line by Vanderwald on number 1, Caden Mont. Coming into the game for the Cooper MACS, a fan favorite, Gedalia Flinkenstein. Well, and he's right back out of the game now. Okay.
Nice little U-turn right there.
That was about a 1-second substitution. Great defensive play by Theo Perlman to anticipate the pass on the break press. Cooper playing hard with that early 4-point lead.
Sure love to extend this lead. Get a couple more points on the board. A little more pressure on the Lions.
The Jiggler looks to turn and take the ball from the 3-point line. all the way into the basket. It's poked away. It'll remain Cooper ball. And that ball is poked away by Theo Perlman again. Theo Perlman might be a defensive specialist for JDS. That's his second anticipation steal. JDS looking to close the gap.
Playing a little heads up right now.
Out of bounds on Cooper. Sub coming in now for the JDS Lions. Dylan Shank will check into the game for Theo Perlman.
Adds a little more height. Jack Camp with